feels like it's been a minute. It's been 2 weeks. So it's nice to see you again. Today's theme for class is manifesting. This has been on my heart for a little bit. And one of the people that brought this idea to me is actually on this class. So I love it. You know, for those of you who don't know what manifesting is, it's really just creating what you desire and making it a reality. And so we're going to flow together for a little bit. And then as always, we'll have a little bit of a community reflections activity together. So I'm going to switch over and we'll get started. So go ahead and get into a seated position from where you are and gently begin to close your eyes. And bring your palms into your lap. Your left palm facing up and then your right palm just on top of the left. And just start to take notice of your breath. Is it short? Are you feeling anxious? Is it already deepening because you know what's coming? Just take notice. And with every inhale and exhale, be deeper and deeper. You're just starting to let go of the day that you had. Maybe it was a perfect day, maybe it was a stressful one. Just start to let go. And on your next inhale, just slowly begin to open your eyes back up. We're going to flow a little bit different today. So if you'll stand back up with me. We're still going to move slowly in our bodies, but we really want to tap into our entire bodies today. So on your next inhale, bring your arms up overhead. It might take you a moment to adjust your screens. I see you. Bring your fingertips to touch and gently bend over to the right for half moon pose. You'll feel that stretch in the left side of your body. Maybe even your breathing gets a little bit staggered. But on your next inhale, come back to center. And we'll do that one more time. On your next inhale, bend over gently to the right. And come back to center. From here, step your right foot out wide on the mat and bring your toes out slightly. And bring your arms to goal pose. For goddess pose, you'll slightly start to squat. And if you're anything like me, you're already hearing the cracks because I've been sitting all day, but you're not here forever. Just take a few deep breaths in and out as I start to feel the tremble already. And then gently rise back up. And bring your arms out along your side for 5-point star. It's funny, that pose was called goddess. And I imagine I'm supposed to feel like a goddess, but That one does not evoke goddess energy for me. It evokes some shaking and some trembling, but that's okay. Here in 5-point star, just imagine that there's a string on the top of your head, just pulling your body up. And take deep breaths in and out. Triangle or Kanasana pose. Start to rotate your left foot out to the front of the mat and your right foot out to the side. And start to hinge at the hips, pretending like you're about to grab something with your left hand. Nice. And start to gently bring your left hand down to the earth, or maybe even the top of your leg, wherever it reaches and feels good for you in your body. It's not important where you get to. Your right arm is pointed up towards the sky. You can even look towards the sky, or if it feels good, just look at the camera. And don't forget to breathe. And gently place your hands on your hips and slowly come back up. Rotate your hips towards the front of the mat. Your right foot will start to rotate too. And step your foot a little bit inwards. So your feet are in different lanes if they were tracks. For pyramid pose, we'll start to gently hinge again at the hips, not worrying about how far we get, just focusing on our breath. And if it feels good, leave your arms at your hips, or you can begin to move your hands down towards the floor. Maybe your fingertips are on the mat, or if you're really feeling like you want to love on yourself, you can grab your left leg and hug on it. Whatever feels good. If you placed your hands on your leg or on the floor, gently bring it back to your hips. And you know where we're going. Slowly start to rise back up. In no rush to get there. But when you do get there, face me again. And step out your legs. Maybe your legs feel a little bit tight from that work you just did. We're not done yet. Rotate your toes out to the side and we'll do Yogi Squat. So gently start to bend your legs as much as you can and bring your hands to a prayer position and your elbows go on the inside of your knees, gently pushing it out. I'll be honest, this is like my least favorite pose of all time. I'm always like, how do I get out of this pose? Get me out now. Just remembering that our hips store a lot of emotions. So that's when this tends to rise up out of us. But remember again, you're not here forever. As long as it's not painful, lean into the discomfort that you might be feeling. And allow your breath to nourish your body in whatever way it needs to be nourished right now. And gently place your hands on the mat. And slowly bring your right knee down onto the mat, rotating to the front. for Crescent Lunge, Anjanae Asana. Inhale your arms up overhead. This is where I actually start feeling like a goddess. So if you're like me, channel that goddess energy, or empress, or queen, whatever you call yourself. And gently place your hands back down on the mat so that you can slightly come off of your knee. And rotate to the other side to where you can come down on your left knee. So same position, different side, might be a different vibe for you, different feel. And when you get there, channel that energy on this side too. Inhale your arms up overhead. And while you're here, just give yourself a compliment. We can never give ourselves enough compliments, because I know, at least for me, I don't do it enough. Looking good. Use your hands on the mat to gently come off of your left knee and move to pyramid pose. So walk your left leg in somewhat, closer to the right, and bring your hands on your hips. Awesome. Begin to hinge down towards the floor. And you don't have to do the same thing you did on the other side. If you want to keep your hands on your hips this time, you can. If it feels good to bring your arms down and your fingertips on the mat, whatever feels good. If you brought your fingertips to the mat, place them at your hips to help you slowly come up. Beautiful. Now rotate your left toes towards the side, and we'll move to triangle pose on this side. So bring your arms out to the side and pretend like you're grabbing something real good on the right. And slowly bend down. And if you heard that crack, go ahead and laugh at me. And bring your fingertips either on your shin or on the mat. Your left arm is pointed up towards the sky. And slowly rise up for 5-point star with your hands out to the side. Remembering to keep that straight spine. And on your next inhale, step your right foot in and bring your palms to touch. Half moon, bend slightly over to the left. Feeling that nice stretch in the right side of your body. Come back to center. Take a little bit of wiggling. And we'll do that one more time. Bend slightly to the left. And back to center. If you're anything like me, you might be sweating a little bit. We're gonna slow it on down and come all the way down to the ground. Get even deeper into our bodies. We'll begin in child's pose. So bring your big toes to touch in the back of the mat and bring your knees out wide as you'd like them. And sink your hips back towards your toes. And extend your arms out long in front of you. Bring your forehead to rest on the mat. And if it feels good, gently close your eyes. On your next inhale, slowly begin to walk your fingertips over to the right side. Bring your fingertips back to center and walk over to the left. Bring your fingertips back to the center. And slowly rise up and come onto your stomach. Make a pillow out of your hands so that you can get real comfortable. And either bring your forehead to rest on that pillow on either cheek or just right on that forehead. From here, gently begin to bring your right knee up and out next to you for Spider-Man pose. I always laugh when I think about the name of this pose. While you're here, you might notice there's some tension. You're maybe holding on to an area in your body, whether it's your shoulders, your thighs. Continue to use your breath to release the tension. Bring your right leg back and behind you. And then slowly lift your left leg up, bend at the knee, and bring it out to the side of your body. Remembering that each side is different. I'm already noticing my left side is tighter. So I'll send even more breath into that part of the body. Bring your left leg back behind you and use your hands to press up and then come on to your back. On your next inhale, bring your right knee into your chest. And bring your arms to wrap around your knee for that extra support. And take some circular movements with your knee. Just opening up your hips even more. And if you find a spot that needs some extra love, you can stay there and find stillness. Gently place your right foot back down and extend it out in front of you. And we'll do the same on the left side. Just bring your knee into your chest. Use your arms to help support you as you move that hip around. until you maybe find a spot that you want to linger in. And on your next inhale, bring your right knee into your chest as well. We'll move to happy baby. So with your knees in your chest, use your hands to grab the soles of your feet. If you've been around babies, you see them do this funny pose all the time. So you can either find stillness in this pose or move around a little sillily. Extend one leg and then the other. You can even rock side to side. Or while you're here, give your feet some love, a little massage. Begin to slowly let go and wrap your arms around both of your knees. And give yourself a tight hug. Bring your arms out to the side and slowly rotate your knees over to the right side for supine twist. Turn your head to the left side so that you're getting a full twist in the body. Inhale your knees back to the center. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So slowly drop your knees over to the left side of your mat and turn your head to the right side. Bring your knees back to center and wrap your arms around again, giving yourself an even tighter hug. And let go, release, arms out long, legs out long. And find a comfortable position. Maybe your hands are on your belly or on your heart or alongside your body. Find whatever feels good and let go of any tension. So let your legs lay out long, not holding on to any tension in your fingers, your toes, complete relaxation. And gently close your eyes, preparing for this deep rest, Savasana. Never underestimate the power of dreams and the influence of the human spirit. We are all the same in this notion. The potential for greatness lives within each of us. Wilma Rudolph. Slowly begin to bring movement back into your body. Wiggle your toes. Stretch out your wrists and your fingers. And act like you just took a really long nap. So stretch out long, bring your hands up overhead. Yawn if you have to. And gently open your eyes and come back into a seated position. We'll end this part of the practice the same way that we began. So bring your palms to your lap, palms facing upwards, and bring your right on top of your left. And gently close your eyes if that feels good. And we'll take 3 cleansing breaths together in community. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Open your mouth, exhale out. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale out. And let this final breath be the deepest one yet. Take a deep breath in and exhale out. Go ahead and take a drink of water if you have it and you want it. Be real gentle as you continue to wake yourself up. And we'll take a minute break before we jump into our reflections. For those who joined us towards the end, today's theme is manifesting. So we'll get started in just a minute. And if you missed the email note, with me, you always have to have a pen and paper or sticky notes. I think Raquel had sticky notes before, so whatever works for you. So go ahead and grab that if you need it. And as promised, I'm going to go ahead and stop recording so that whatever we say together is just ours.